Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. It's Sunday, and if you follow the channel, then you know what that means. Another Second Amendment news story video. Today's video is actually an opinion piece, and an opinion that I agree with. It is titled, Gun Wrongs. Corporations Need to Put Customers Ahead of Power-Hungry Democrats. But before we get started, like always, I just want to thank everyone that's subscribed to the channel. We are growing, and I appreciate you guys. Alright, so this video, or this article, like I said, is entitled Gun Wrongs. Corporations Need to Put Customers Ahead of Power-Hungry Democrats. And obviously, if you've followed me at all, you know that I agree with that. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat from Massachusetts, has long been clamoring to make Visa apply a special label to gun purchases made using the company's transaction service. Visa finally acquiesced this week, just as Mastercard and American Express had before them. So now, instead of just labeling firearm purchases under the merchant category code of general merchandise, Visa will create a special category to make it easier for the authorities to pull out and examine gun purchases amid bulk data on credit card use. There goes our privacy. Note that in criminal and civil trials, financial evidence of credit card gun purchases can already be obtained with court approval. That is not an issue here. Nor are professional criminals usually in the habit of leaving paper trails behind when they buy guns. They're arguably the least likely of anyone to use credit cards to buy them from licensed dealers. Duh, right? Those of us that are legal and responsible gun owners, well, we're not breaking the law, so we're not worried about using credit cards to purchase firearms, ammunition, accessories, things like that. If you're a criminal, well, for one, if you have felonies on your record, you're not going to be able to buy a gun legally anyway. So you're going to be buying it with cash, illegally, from another source. So this won't do anything to stop those people. The official explanation is that somehow this could help prevent mass shootings. But there is no way that can happen unless the police are permitted to look over the shoulders of cardholders as they make gun purchases in real time. Do you believe that the government should be able to monitor all of your purchases preemptively without so much as a warrant? Unless you're willing to accept that sort of intrusion, and most people are not, this explanation doesn't wash. The problem here is twofold. First, as they have tried to do with banks and fossil fuel investments, leftists like Warren want to lay the groundwork for bullying companies that facilitate financial transactions out of providing the same convenience to gun purchasers as they do to people who buy anything else. This is a first step toward putting legal or at least social pressure on companies that are supposed to be helping make transactions go smoothly, not making moral judgments about their customers. And this is a big problem I've seen, especially in the last few years, is all of these public companies going woke and, just like big tech censoring anybody that's not liberal point of view. Same kind of thing here. Warren's other insidious goal is to create a framework whereby government can be notified automatically when innocent people purchase guns. The left has long wanted a comprehensive list of gun owners because without such a thing, gun confiscation, finally something Democrats admit they want to pursue in the long run, can never occur. And that's the thing. Because it is illegal federally for them to, make a registry, a searchable registry of gun owners, gun purchasers, people that legally own guns, they're finding whatever backdoor ways of creating a registry that they can. And this is one of those ways, is that if they can look at who is purchasing guns by looking at credit card, statements, well, that gives them a pretty good idea of who has guns, creating that registry and therefore facilitating confiscation eventually in the long run. Ultimately, Congress and the courts need to establish new, tougher protections for the privacy of financial data. Even before this, government already had far too much leeway in requesting data without any sort of court authorization. But in the meantime, business leaders need to find their spines and start putting their consumers ahead of power-hungry politicians who threaten them with new regulations. And now, I do have to admit, since this article came out, Visa has come out and said that in no way will this new code help facilitate exactly what the left wants it to help facilitate. But there is no reality in which I don't see this being abused by them. This has become an unfortunate feature of modern woke corporatism. Somebody like Warren makes some threats and then starts to dictate how private businesses are run. This pattern of groveling corporate obedience to Democrats' barking orders poses a greater threat to the Constitution than anything else happening in this country today. And I do agree with this article 100%. This is just one more thing that they're trying to do to vilify all of us that are perfectly legal, law-abiding citizens that just happen to own firearms and believe in the Second Amendment and also believe in our own right to privacy. You know, it is nobody's business what I buy with my credit cards. Now, obviously, I have a YouTube channel. It's obvious what I buy with my credit cards, but I have made that decision. If you don't make that decision, nobody has the right to know what you're spending your money on. This is supposed to be America, right? The land of the free. And, you know, when I first started this channel, I tried not to get political with it. But more and more, I see what the left is trying to do to us, and I just can't help it anymore. We need to go out. The midterm elections are coming up right now, and we need to vote these people out of office because all these corporations are going along with them. And a big part of the reason why is because that's who's in power right now. And we need to get them out of power so that we can stop all this stuff from happening, because every week it seems like something new. And, you know, our country was founded on freedom, on, you know, the right to say what you want, the right to privacy in your own home, the right to the Second Amendment to keep and bear arms. And all these people want to do is to gain more and more power and to be able to control us. And one of the reasons why they haven't been able to be as authoritarian, as tyrannical as they've wanted to be throughout our country's history yet is because of the Second Amendment. And something like this is just a way for a backdoor registry to happen and to facilitate gun confiscation in the future. So we need to do anything we can to stop this kind of stuff. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this little piece of information I brought you this Sunday. Everyone seemed to love the video last week about the pistol braces. And in fact, since putting out that video and doing more and more research about that topic, I've decided that I think that that is literally just a trap. That the ATF is going to use this. They're going to give us an amnesty registration period to send in pictures of our braced AR pistols, and then they're going to tell us that they don't qualify for amnesty registration, and either we pay the $200 tax stamp and register them as an SBR, or they come and confiscate them from us. I believe that it is a trap and just one more thing that we cannot fall for. So please subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Share it with everyone you know, because this stuff is important. As much as I love going out and doing ranged videos and reviewing firearms and gear, the only way we'll be able to continue doing that is if we continue to have our rights to the Second Amendment. So please share this stuff. Please drop me a like, comment. This kind of stuff helps the algorithm, helps get these videos out to more people, and it is greatly appreciated. I've got new videos coming up in the next couple weeks. I've got reviews of this Glock, of this Canik, a lot of other good stuff. So make sure you're subscribed. And from Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.